Today on Cutler's Court.
You submitted to a polygraph, is that correct, Mr. Bryant?
She should have had one.
For
Well,
what?
we ain't talking about that. We talking about you.
I brought you here.
I'm always being accused of something I'm doing with my ex or some other female. When it come back, did I been telling the truth and I haven't been cheating? We finna be together. She's very judgmental and she's confrontational. I don't want to do all that fussing and
But
fighting.
you were caught.
You were caught what?
He was caught cheating.
The polygraph results will determine if he's been cheating. This is Cutler's Court. Sonny Matthews says her boyfriend's excuses for his shady behavior aren't adding up. So she's ordering him to take a polygraph to find out what's really going on. If her suspicions are true, she'll walk away from the relationship for good. Michael Bryant hopes to prove to his girlfriend that his love for her crosses all borders and wants to make their relationship work despite the distance.
Your Honor, this is case number 1072, Matthews versus Bryant.
Thank you, Tashi. Ms. Matthews and Mr. Bryant, the distance in this long-distance relationship may even get a little longer if we can't figure out what to do with your relationship. Is that fair?
Definitely.
All right, Ms. Matthews, tell me what's going on.
Well, I met the defendant online. He inboxed me, and we started corresponding through then. Through that interaction with me and him, he asked me to send him all these kind of pictures to make sure that I wasn't catfishing him. To send him pictures with my fingers and a peace sign. I had to send him all types of things. Even my mother had to get on the phone and even say that this is truly my child. From that point on, ma'am, I go to visit him in Tallahassee, Florida. When we go visit him, I'm outside the door for 45 minutes waiting on him to answer the door after getting off a long flight.
Okay, let me interrupt you right there. This was a planned trip. This was not a surprise.
Yes, ma'am, it was planned.
He knew you were coming on this day at this time coming to his house.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, he didn't pick me up from the airport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was the first clue. So then when I arrived at the house, I sat out the house for 45 minutes.
All right, I got questions. How many picture after picture after picture after picture? Why?
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I first saw her, I instantly fell in love with her. It was like love at first sight to me. She was so beautiful to me. I reached out to her. She had the same energy I had. The chemistry was good. In my mind, it's too good to be true. So I was like, guess what? Send me a picture.
Okay, so you were like, if I don't want to get food. I don't want to be out here on Front Street thinking I done found my dream and it's a nightmare.
Exactly.
Okay,
right.
all right.
It was a nightmare.
Okay.
We'll get
It wasn't a
there.
nightmare.
But
first.
I
Don't be
understand
like that.
she is beautiful. But why was she not picked up at the airport? Why was she waiting for you? What had happened?
Well, I didn't pick her up from the airport because I was working that day. I knew she was coming, but she actually arrived a lot sooner than the scheduled time that we agreed upon. So, and again, I'm crazy about this girl. I wanted the house to be spotless. I wanted everything to be perfect. So I didn't want her to come in and, see the bachelor pad, in array.
How far in advance did you set this trip?
For a week and a half. And
Okay.
ma'am, he works for the city. He works Monday through Friday, 9 to 2. That's it. I came on a Saturday. If he couldn't clean it up by 5 o'clock Friday, there's something wrong.
Right. Like, what we got?
Well, you got to account for the Friday night party, so you got to factor that in.
Exactly.
Your Honor, see,
So you had a party Friday night?
Not a party, more like a kickback.
it wasn't a party. It was a kickback. It was just a small gathering.
Well, why wasn't I at the kickback?
You weren't in town yet.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry. You should be testifying.
Judge Keith, you good.
you're not
I
helping.
like
Well,
you. Yeah, you
it's the
good.
pattern. I mean, I could write this story without even
Look,
having
but
read
at the
it.
end of the day, she asked me to make it clean,
And you wanted to be that way.
and I wanted it to be that way.
Okay, but wait. So Ms. Matthews makes a good point. If you are at work by Friday, yeah, that we were laughing and joking about the bachelor thing, but why have her standing outside for 45 minutes? I mean, you knew about what time she was coming.
I mean, I have a pass. We all do. And,
So was you pushing her out the window or the balcony?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, you were trying to get her out.
I mean, I'm making room for you, baby.
No, you want to make no room for me. Come on.
Yeah, I was trying to help you.
You already had
No,
enough room.
no,
It seemed
but
a little
I-
cozy in there already since I was out the door for 45 minutes.
I wasn't trying to push her out the window or the back door or any of that. What I was doing was, she was already gone. I was just
Okay.
trying to dispose of her residue.
All right, so you're waiting outside 45 minutes.
Yes.
That's one thing that's a red flag. What other red flags?
Well,
baby, baby, that is not just a red flag. That's a hard stop.
That is a run and go. Yes, ma'am.
That is a red light.
Another thing, we went out to dinner one time. I literally ate the appetizer, the entree, and almost dessert by myself because he had a phone call. And like I said, he works for the city. It's not that many business calls you get that much after 5 p.m. because you're off by 2.
All right, Mr. Bryant, why you leave this lovely lady to have dinner by herself?
Your Honor, she's exaggerating. She's exaggerating. She tends to do this. It was a business call. But at the end of the day, like, I don't want to be sitting there, handling business while we're supposed to be on a date. So my intention was to step away from the table for a minute, discuss the business, and come right back.
What kind of business?
Well, I'm into photography. She knows that because she is as well. We're both very artistic people.
So you have photographer's business?
I'm in the process of starting the photography business.
Okay, so you weren't doing business because you ain't got a business yet.
But I'm making arrangements to start the business.
Okay, but if you're not doing business, but you're just making arrangements to do the business, then you need to take care of this business.
It may not be no business no more.
I understand, but I'm just saying.
No, it is business.
He actually did have
This is my happily ever after.
I think your ex is your happily ever
I'm not
after
sure.
because they did have a business together. And that's where the trouble came in.
All right, tell me about this.
So when they found out they had a business, me and him are very artistic. We decided to do a t-shirt brand together.
Okay.
With that being said, he went to, noticing certain things. I went and did some research on some things and noticed that the taxes were being filed, which he wasn't making any proceeds on. She was making all the money on it. When I decided to tell him about it, he decided to chop my head off and cuss me out and tell me I was wrong, block me for 3 weeks, and then called me back once he found out what I was telling him was true.
So there was a third person female who was doing what?
Business with him. They had a business already established.
Okay.
But he wanted to break away from that business to start a business with me because he felt like things were going on bad. And then when I did my own investigation, I did find out things were going on bad. And then when I did try to tell him about it, that's when he got mad at me and blocked me.
Is that the same person you were trying to get at, whose residue you were trying to remove?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I just want to go back to that just for a second. Was her residue fresh or old?
It was old.
Up next.
Said it was your ex and the residue and everything else. So it was your ex the whole entire time. And you tried to make it seem like I was crazy, insane, and everything else, right?
No, you crazy and insane because you see I'm still dealing with it.
But I still have
and I'm
women's
not.
intuition, and I know when you're doing wrong.
Don't be putting on for these folks. Now, it is business.
This
is my happily ever after.
I think your ex is your
sure.
happily ever
I'm not
after
sure.
because they did have a business together. And that's where the trouble came in.
So why you wait till 45 minutes before she coming to get rid of the residue? Because that don't make sense to me. Why you in her residue? Why is it lingering?
The night before, I had some things going on. My intention was to have it cleaned out 100% before she got there, But again, she's
right.
very judgmental and she's confrontational. So
That ain't gonna win me over.
So it was your
Go
ex
ahead.
the whole time? That's what you telling me? So that's who I thought it was, and you lied to my face?
No.
No, I'm asking you a question. You just said it actually yourself.
We already talked about it.
She just pulled it out of you that you said it was your ex and the residue and everything else. So it was your ex the whole entire time. And you tried to make it seem like I was crazy, insane, and everything else, right?
No, you crazy and insane
I
because
may
you see
be,
I'm still dealing with
but
it.
I still
and
have
I'm not.
women's intuition, and I know when you're doing wrong. And so it was her, right? Right?
See, that's a whole.
right.
That's a whole nother.
That's a yes or no question,
She
Mr.
asked you
Bryant.
a yes or no question.
My ex is the person that used to be there, but the person
But why was
she's claiming
residue
to be
still
there
there
at
on a
that time,
Friday night?
it was no other person. The thing is this: she's gonna make something out of anything because she's neglecting to mention how she started, distancing herself and kind of,
But do you understand why she was distancing herself with this foolishness that you're talking about with me today?
Mr. Residue?
No, but what I'm saying is her creating a distance in between us, like she 1 foot in, 1 foot out with me,
I can't hold it against a sister. Sometimes I'm sitting here going,
Well, I think you're missing his point.
oh, okay.
Okay? It sounds like what he's saying is she's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so he is unsure of her commitment, so he's kind of got 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm matching
Okay.
her energy because I'm giving her my all. See, one moment it seemed like she all the way in, and it's like I said, she my happily ever after. She my ride or die, she my queen. We can go all the way to the top with it.
All right. So, Mr. Bryant, tell me what she has done to make you think she's only got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Her behavior. Like, communication to me is a small thing, but it makes a big difference. So anytime we stop communicating, or excuse me, she stops communicating with me, I start to wonder, because I'm always being accused of something I'm doing with my ex or some other female. So when I'm calling her and she's not responding, she's not answering, I'm texting her, I'm messaging her.
Ms.
I got you.
See, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna just be real. Like, it started out physical. I be feeling like she using me for sex sometimes.
Okay.
You know,
right.
and I'm the man in the relationship, but honestly, I want much more than that. Again, it'll appear that she does too, but then whenever she start going MIA, where I can't get a hold of her, and she's taking forever to respond to me and get back with me, then I'm thinking, okay.
All right.
Okay, but wait a minute. Hold on, Miss Matthews. I got you, because I done read this file. I read multiple times. Y'all have an argument and you block her for weeks on end, and then you pop up and say, hey, like you ain't, like nothing's happened.
Because she's very, very confrontational. I am the opposite. I'm very non-confrontational. So if I'm trying to have a conversation with you and it turns into a fight, us fighting and arguing, I'm gonna kill all that, and I'm gonna block her because I don't want to do all that fussing and fighting.
But you were caught.
You were caught what?
He was caught cheating. Like I said,
I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
So hold on,
Mr.
Brian.
Don't be sitting up here lying in court.
Mr. Brian,
Mr. Brian, hold on.
All right, so Ms. Matthews, you say he was caught cheating.
Yes, it's obvious. The 45 minutes you were trying to get somebody out of that house. It makes no sense.
Is that the instance you're talking about when you say he was caught cheating?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
I never cheated, Jonna.
You had residue.
Okay.
You said it.
From past
From the night before, Friday. The night that just had left.
So, Ms. Matthews, you have asked this court to help you figure out whether this relationship is in or out.
Yes, ma'am.
And one of the ways we're going to do that is through polygraph examination. You submitted to a polygraph, is that correct, Mr. Bryant?
Yes, Shauna.
All right. So the court.
She should have had one.
For
well,
what?
we ain't talking about that. We talking about you.
I broke you up.
When it come back, did I been telling the truth and I haven't
It
been
won't.
cheating? We finna be together.
It won't.
Okay.
It
Forever.
definitely won't.
All right. So at this point, we will bring in Mr. John Yarborough, polygraph expert. Tasha, would you bring him in?
You asked Mr. Bryant, since meeting Ms. Matthews, have you had sexual contact with your ex-girlfriend?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph show?
Y'all have an argument and you block her for weeks on end, and then you pop up and say, hey, like you ain't, like nothing's happened. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Bryant, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, let's look at the questions that you asked him. You asked Mr. Bryant, while in a relationship with Ms. Matthews, have you had sexual contact with anyone else? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph results determine?
The polygraph determined no deception indicated.
All right.
Right. Crazy about this woman.
You asked Mr. Bryant, since meeting Ms. Matthews, have you had sexual contact with your ex-girlfriend? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph show?
There was no deception indicated.
Yeah. See?
Thank you, Mr. Yarborough. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Told you my one and only.
Still not.
Everything ain't always what it appear to be.
All right, Ms. Matthews.
Yes, ma'am.
It's so suspicious.
I just don't trust them. The actions will never change. Once a person shows you who they are, truly believe them. And I'm going to stand on that this time.
Even in light of our results, you are done with the relationship.
I am.
I don't believe
I think
it.
it's just best for both of us.
I don't believe it, young.
Mr. Bryant, if this is true, how are you feeling in this moment?
I'm heartbroken. If it's really finna be over, I don't believe that though. Like, she gotta
it's
talk to me.
over.
She gotta be with me.
No, it's over.
Tell her why you got both feet in, because that's her thing. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Tell her why you have both feet in.
I'm all in. I mean, and she know that because, I mean, at the end of the day, I love this girl. She acts like she don't believe that. She thinks I'm unfaithful, but the test just proved it. I've been faithful the whole time, and I'm trying to go with her. I'm trying to grow with her, like our relationship. I'm supporting her business. She want to move so she can, try to, accomplish her goals and all that. I understand that, but I'm trying to build, I'm trying to build with her. We can do all that together.
But Ms. Matthews.
Yes, sir.
Is there nothing that Mr. Bryant can do to tell you how much he wants this relationship to work, how much he wants to be with you?
No. It's nothing that can change me. My intuition is just going to stick with me. And I just can't trust you. It's just been too much.
All right.
All right, Ms. Matthews, we're going to have you walk out since you are done.
Thank you.
Go with God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And you too.
Yeah, well, she got trust issues.
Clearly.
With herself.
So here's what I would say to you, Mr. Bryant. Sometimes the best decisions long-term are the ones that are most hurtful in the moment. And so I just kind of feel like that may be this moment.
What the problem is that he just be lying all the time.
See?
So you don't want to tell anything else that you did, or we just gonna leave it at this?
No, you need to tell him what you done.
What I did.
Ms. Matthews?
Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, where you come from?
You came back.
Because I was just listening in the back, and I just had to come back out and tell. Like, you don't be lying about nothing.
But wait, Ms. Matthews.
Nothing.
Okay, what is it that
I
Ms.
told you
Matthews,
she got trust
talk
issues.
to me.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you came back to tell me something.
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
Mr. Cutler something. Because
Would you like to tell him? Or would you like me?
I want you to tell him because you came back.
Yeah, you came back, so clearly you had
It
something to
is
tell us.
clearly the woman thing with the business. So why was she still in your business once you guys had separated? Why were you still communicating with her like that? What did she need to help you with?
I was communicating with her for that reason because we did have a business. Our personal relationship was over, but I couldn't just
But
snap
didn't
my
I structure
fingers.
the next business and told you I could do the same things and remove her? You wouldn't have to contact her at all?
But I wasn't contacting her. She was contacting me.
You were. If you picked up the phone, y'all were still in contact. So it doesn't matter who.
Again, now that go back to your trust issues. Because see, guess what? If you really rock with me the way I rock with you, then you gotta trust me.
So, Ms. Matthews, the romantic in me says you came back. You came back into this courtroom. You walked out of here and said it was over, but something in you came back to this courtroom, and people don't come back to a relationship they don't care about. When they walk, they're done. So it's something that you want in this relationship that you don't want to throw away just yet.
No, I just wanted him to be honest all the way. That's it. I'm fine.
So if he blocks the ex and she's no longer in his life, can this work?
Maybe, possibly.
What?
Okay, we've got to ask the question. Are you in or are you out?
I'm in.
Yay!
No, I ain't letting you get away that easy.
So,
Yes.
now that you're back in, that does not mean that the work is over. It means really the work is just beginning because you still have to rebuild and repair the trust. You got to take extra steps to make sure that trust is rebuilt. You've got to take extra steps to allow him to do that.
Yes, sir.
It's not going to be overnight. It's going to be a process.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to have you talk to our counselor so that you all can get back on the road to recovery and repair this relationship. Best wishes to you. That is the determination of this court, and court is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everything she said was spot on, that we need to try a little better, and communication is key. So I definitely will take her advice, both of them.
I definitely believe this relationship can be salvaged. I ain't letting her go.
I think we can move forward by learning to compromise, learning to just listen to each other and everything else. Better communication.